ideal position, but we'll see how this works out. I have like something that's holding my phone on the window, and it's kind of like long, so that's why you're so low. I have you almost to the top. So yeah, anyways, I wanted to kind of give you a little recap of my weekend, a little drive with me, minus the music. I don't know, maybe if we have time. I'm actually on my way to work. I could not get up this morning. I was on vacation for 1 week, and I don't know, maybe it's because I'm like, I don't know, I'm an adult, but I feel like this time going back to work was so much harder than any other time. I don't know, like, I miss my husband throughout the week. Like, I hardly see him, or we hardly spend time. Like, obviously I see him every night, but he typically gets home around 9:30. He works a lot of overtime, and I don't know, it's just like I miss him, and I feel like we hadn't had quality time. So I'm so glad that we had, 1 week of vacation, because he hasn't taken a vacation since last September. So we haven't really had that type of quality time together in a long time. I mean, we have the weekends, but lately we've been doing stuff every single weekend, and I feel like I don't see him. I know it may sound like you live with him, how do you miss him that much? But I do. Like, I just feel like we're always doing things, and we just don't get that quality time. And honestly, like, we just got married a year ago. We're still newlyweds, and I still enjoy his company. I don't know if I'm always gonna feel like so needy, but I don't know. I feel like maybe he can be needy too, because I feel like when we don't get that quality time together, we're both kind of grouchy and just in a certain like mood. So it was really, really nice having that whole week together. So we went to Vegas for the whole entire week. We stayed in downtown Vegas on Fremont Street, or whatever it's called, at the Four Queens. Yeah, so we stayed in downtown Vegas. I have anxiety, and it hasn't been that bad lately, because a few months ago, if you've watched any of my other videos, I don't know if you're new here or not, but I'll give you a little recap. I had really bad anxiety, and just I was going through a lot, depression and just things like that, and I would really, really get anxious to go in big crowds, to leave the house. Just, I don't know, it was really bad. But it's been a lot better, especially since I got this new job. It's been a lot better. And so I kind of started feeling anxiety while I was there, just because, there's a lot of drinking, a lot of people doing crazy things. There's people walking around half naked. There's just like a lot of stuff going on. Hector wanted to go to like the main strip, but I had too much anxiety. I feel like it's already crazy enough right here where we're at, so I didn't want to go to the main strip. I feel bad, but my anxiety wouldn't let me, because I just didn't want to be around that many people. I don't know, but mostly we just stayed where we were at. We did go to the Grand Canyon, which I did vlog and I uploaded as well. That was pretty fun. Anyways, so yeah, that was pretty fun to me. I mean, it was really hot, and I think Hector was over it because it was hot, and I think he got dehydrated, to be honest, and just like kind of grouchy. The heat could do that to people, so he was just over it. I think it was nice. I don't think we necessarily had to spend all that extra money, like I said in the vlog, to go on that little walkway, just because that's literally what it was. And then we obviously, like, if you're going over there, you're gonna want pictures. And then we bought the pictures because we couldn't take pictures of our own. So I mean, it's not necessary. So like, if you're like on a budget and you can only afford the tickets to go up to the Grand Canyon in general, which those are like $50 each or whatever, then just do that, because it's not necessary. You can get your own pictures. Just put your phone on self-timer and get some cute shots that way. But I don't know. So after we got home from Vegas, that drive home was such a freaking long drive. It's not as bad as, like, I've heard other people's horror stories coming home from Vegas where there's like literally stopped on the freeway, like not moving. We just got that Friday afternoon traffic, plus there was a fire, not on our side of the freeway, but on the opposite side. But it slows down our side too. there's a guy on the bike on the freeway. I don't think you're gonna be able to see him because how your face, but that was weird. A guy is literally riding his bike on the side of the freeway. Anyways, yeah, so instead of it being like about 4 hours to get home, I think it was like 5.5 maybe. I don't know, it just felt like the drive would never end because it detoured us supposedly to save time. And I hope there's no traffic because I don't know if I told you guys, but I left a few minutes late. I was supposed to be on the freeway by 8:50 and I left my house at 8:50, so typical Danielle fashion on a Monday morning. Anyways, so yeah, there was super bad traffic. I felt hella car sick and I was just ready to get home, to be honest. I did not want to be in another car at all. I was kind of bummed because on Saturday was the Luke Bryan concert, and I really wanted to go. I don't think I had emphasized it enough to Hector when the tickets went on sale earlier in the year. Dang it, this thing is like not steady enough. I don't think I emphasized it enough, and so he never bought the tickets. Like, it was around the time that the Demi Lovato tickets had went on sale, and he had just bought me those. And then plus we went to 2 other shows this summer too. I didn't vlog it though. We went to the Smokin' Grooves tour, and then we also went to Summertime in the LBC, which were like 2 like festival type shows. So we've had a pretty busy summer, I feel like. And yeah, so his brother had made plans for us to go to the lake. So on Saturday we went to the lake, which was a freaking nightmare and a half. So basically there's 2 sides of the lake, and we got there around 10 in the morning, and his family had got there around 7 or 7:30 in the morning. And so basically when you enter the park, if you go straight is one side, and then if you make a left is another side of the lake. If whatever side you're on, that's just the side you're on. There's no way to get to the other side from where you're at. I mean, obviously unless you're in a boat or something. And so we had a park to the left, and we were gonna try to walk, and it said it was gonna be a 45-minute walk. I was like, hell no, it was like 100 degrees. Ain't no way I'm gonna be walking 45 minutes in my flip-flops. Heck no. And so one of the security or like the guards or whatever, she said, if you have family parked on the other side, we're not letting anybody down, so just have them come pick you up. And so they tried to, but apparently the guard on that side was like, no, like you'll lose your parking space. So it was literally a hassle. We were on the verge of leaving. We sat in the car for a little bit, and then we tried parking closer, but even at that point it was still a 35-minute walk. We started walking until we got to like a certain point and saw how much further it was gonna be. It was literally like a highway that you had to walk down. It was far. I'm like, hell no, I am not working. No. We had walked like for 15 minutes and turned back around. Like, I don't know, I think maybe a total of 15 minutes. Maybe we walked for like 8 and then turned back around. I don't know, but it was really hot, so it felt like a freaking lifetime. But we had barely made a dent in our walk, to be completely honest, because we ended up walking back to the car, and then all of a sudden the security was gone. So the security had been blocking going straight where everybody was at. And so we're like, are you effing kidding me? Like, this whole time, like, they had been blocking. And luckily we didn't leave. We had just been sitting in the car for an hour wasting time, because we tried attempting to walk down there twice. Sorry, I forgot to say that part. We had tried once, and that's when the security said there's no way to get to that side. We walked back to the car. We sat there. We moved the car, and because we thought it was going to be a little bit closer, and then we tried walking again and then turned back around because it was like never ending. And so when we got back to the car and we were literally just about to leave, we noticed that the security was not there anymore. So then we went down there, and then luckily we found a parking. So these people were trying to like sit in the parking space to try to save the parking. And it's like, you can't do that just because you're physically sitting in the parking. Like, you're at a public place. Like, that's not how it works. You're not in a car. And so 2 people had actually done that, but lucky for them, their people actually showed up with the car right away before the security had came and told them something. Because I was gonna call. I was like, dude, there's no parking spaces. You can't just sit here in your freaking lawn chair and try to reserve the parking space. Like, sorry, sweetie, it doesn't work that way. And I was literally gonna be one of those people because there was literally no parking spaces. And honestly, by this point, it had been a damn nightmare. And no, we finally made it to the side of the park or the side of the lake. Like, you're gonna freaking move. And so I was trying to call like the security or the office, but they were not answering. But at that moment, the rangers, or I keep calling them security, I think it's like the park ranger, I don't even know, they had come and told them to move. And luckily we were right there, so we were the ones who got the parking space, which is really, really fortunate for us, because we had already been through freaking hell just to even get to that side of the park. So I'm super sensitive, like my skin, I can't go into beach water, like I'll start itching, like everything makes me itch, everything like irritates my skin. And I was honestly like in a grouchy ass mood, because I really, really wanted to see Luke Bryan. I thought we were gonna freaking leave, and then I wanted just to go buy tickets anyways. Like, I really, really wanted to go to the show. So I was already in a bitter mood because we had already been there. By the time we actually got into the park, we had got there at 10. We didn't actually get in or where we're supposed to be until 12. It was like hot. And then I don't get into lake water because I don't know if I'm gonna break out into a rash or not. I ended up going into the water, but only like a little bit, just my legs, because his cousin ended up showing up, and like her friend has a boat, so there was no way to get on the boat unless we like walked in the water a little bit. So, and luckily I did not break out into a rash, which was surprising. The boat was really, really fun. Hector didn't really like it too much because of all the rocking, but it was fun to me. No, I'm just like rambling. So that was Saturday. Oh, and then like Hector and his brother were like over there swimming. They were swimming for so long because, like I said, I didn't want to get like fully into the water. I didn't freaking trust it. And then my phone ends up dying, and because I'm like not doing anything, so I'm like, I'm gonna go to my freaking car. And so I had told Adrian, I was like, hey, if Hector comes out, let him know that I'm in the car, because I'm gonna be charging my phone. And we had already been there for like a few hours by this point. Like, I was already exhausted from the sun. And so as I'm walking to the car, like this other girl's walking like directly next to me, because we're almost parked right next to each other. And so this guy comes up on the side and is like, excuse me, and I don't pay anybody attention. I'm just assuming that he's talking to her, and so I don't pay him any attention. And then after he goes, like, he comes directly next to me, he's like, excuse me, he's like, I just wanted to come over here and introduce myself and hopefully get your number. And so I show him my ring. I was like, oh, I'm married. And then he says, so is that a no? Yes, it's a no. What the hell? Like, if somebody's telling you that they're married, it means that they're married to back off, you weirdo. And then yesterday we literally just spent the day hanging out. Like, we cuddled all day. Like, we didn't even get out of bed until like 12. We had been watching Orange is the New Black. Come on, is there really traffic right now? It's 8:15. I have to be at work at 8:30, and I'm like 5 miles from my exit. Usually if there's no traffic, then I would be fine, but it's just slowed down right now. Yeah, so we watched Orange is the New Black all day yesterday. We were being so lazy. I just honestly wanted to enjoy like the last day of my vacation with my husband. I didn't even want company. I was just like, no. And I know he has family like that came in from out of town, and I thought they were gonna be at the lake, and that was the whole point of us going to the lake, but they weren't. They didn't go, so he still has to try to make arrangements to see them. Because yesterday I had already said, like, from the very beginning of our vacation, like on Sunday we're not doing anything. Like, the only thing we're gonna do is eat and watch TV or watch movies, because yeah, I kind of had anxiety about coming back to work today, to be completely honest, because I don't know, they said, my coworker had told me that they're gonna be moving my seat, and they're moving it to the seat that like I didn't want, because I heard before that they were gonna rearrange seats and that I was gonna have to move over there, and that they were gonna basically switch me and the person who used to sit there, but then they ended up just firing him because I guess he had like a hard time focusing. And when I go to work, I just literally just do what I'm supposed to do. I'm not very chatty Cathy. I'm not talking to anybody. I just do my job. I mean, in one ear I do listen to like either YouTube or Pandora, and then the other ear I'm making my phone calls, and then if a student answers, then obviously I turn off what I'm doing, and like I'm just multitasking. And so I think that's why they wanted to put me there, because it's like the furthest seat away from like management. But that seat, everybody passes by, like to get to the conference rooms, like everybody walks by that area. And I don't know, I just don't like to be bothered. I know it sounds like spoiled, like, oh, you're gonna move my seat, but really, like, I'm bothered. I had anxiety about coming to work today because I don't want them to move my seat. Like, leave me where I'm at. I like to be isolated. Don't bother me. I don't know at what age I became so dang cranky, but I don't know. Like, if I want to talk to you, then I'll talk to you, but I just don't like to be bothered, if that makes any sense. Like, I don't know. I'm so tired right now. I just think I just chatted away all of my energy. It was nice chatting with you guys. I hope you like this little, I can't even say it's really a drive with me, because typically there's music in those, and I had no music. This chit chat drive with me, how about that? And I will thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.